enjoy the fun, chatting with interesting people while styling while we run. It's Kickin in Crocs. We're kicking in Crocs.
Hello and welcome to Kickin' and Crocs, the
And
podcast.
that's all the time we have for today.
Yep, okay, so if you have not already, make sure you follow us on Kickin' and Crocs, K-I-S-T.
Oh my goodness. As long as your
Welcome to Kickin' and Crocs, the podcast where we just have fun. My name is Steve.
We talk about martial arts, geeky stuff, and all sorts of stuff. And I'm Dave.
And I am Nick. And I'm ready to talk about that geeky stuff. Let's do it.
All right. Well, let's start
Geeky
off.
stuff. Okay, so
Let's-
Robert Downey Jr. is back as Victor Von Doom.
Which is a reverse of the comic book, because in the comic series, Victor Von Doom takes over as Iron Man when Tony Stark is potentially dead.
Exactly, so now I'm wondering,
so
are they
they're
going to have
playing
Tony Stark become Dr. Doom?
Well, that's what that's the
Is
plan.
it going to
Different-
be Tony? Is he going to be Tony?
It
I
has
hope
to be.
so. I
Well,
hope
they
so.
kind of showed him in like an Iron Man armor, which mimicked the Iron Man armor that Doctor
Yep.
Doom used in the comic.
Yep.
That would be awesome. There's been a couple, I don't want to say memes, but like AI generated mixes of
I've
it.
seen
and they look
them. It
amazing.
looks so cool.
Anyway,
If they can
also,
come anywhere near it,
before
it'd be
before we get
Thoughts?
fully geeky,
Oh.
it's Nick's birthday.
It is Nick's birthday.
Well, it was.
Everybody comment happy birthday,
When
Nick.
we filmed this, it was Nick's birthday.
Nick's birthday month.
Everybody comment happy birthday,
my
Nick.
birthday month. So
Everybody comment
Thank you
happy birthday,
guys.
Nick.
Thank
So
you.
yeah, so
Comment right
anyway,
now. We'll wait.
back to the geekiness. What did you guys think? We saw Deadpool.
Yeah.
We saw Deadpool. So since we're on the Marvel subject matter right now,
Oh, that's
we know
true.
that Victor Von Doom. We know that not Victor Von
Actually,
Doom.
won't be.
but we
I
know-
think it'll be Tony Stark becoming Dr. Doom. Yeah.
Yeah, I believe they're doing the exact reverse of the comics.
So how were they bringing him back? Because
He's got to be a variant.
Do you think it's a variant, or
Yeah.
do you think it's an attempt to bring him back, and that's what fails, and he becomes Victor Von Doom?
No.
They're going to go variant.
No.
They've leaned so
They
hard into
literally-
variants.
They have the multiverse as a thing now. They can literally
Yeah,
make
but
that the
movie
reason.
Just watch. They're trying to squash the multiverse. So
But they didn't.
yeah, I know.
They did make some good points though, like making fun
Not
of
mentioning
the
what movie it
multiverse.
was.
Possible spoiler alerts because I feel like talking about it. So
Oh,
if you
not
haven't
possible
seen
spoilers. There will be
Deadpool-
spoilers.
Well,
versus
our
Wolverine.
age demographic that listens to us, some of you guys, yes, and some of you guys, no, it's not appropriate for you.
It is an R-rated movie. So if you are a
yeah.
kid,
It is a
no
heavily
going to see it.
R-rated movie.
I actually got asked about it by some of the kids of the karate
Well, you
school.
know what's amazing?
Kid was
is
like
how
11
many-
years old.
It's,
and talking to you about it?
No, he hadn't
Oh.
gotten to
Well,
see it. He was
I-
asking me if I had seen it.
well, so I
He's
know,
one of the kids that I have like geeky conversations
but I know
with.
that there's kids that are like 10
I
or
like
11 that have seen Deadpool.
Shout out to you, Ben.
Oh yeah.
And I was talking to one of the parents, and he was like, listen, he was quoting the movie before he ever saw it because
You see on YouTube and whatever.
that, and like, so if you send your kid to camp, right?
They have older
They're in
kids there,
camp
too.
with camp is like 9 to 14, so you got 14-year-olds in the mix. You got, you know what I mean? So
Yeah.
and then the school buses,
Older
you're all
brothers
mixed
and
in.
sisters,
So,
older siblings. Yep.
but I liked it. I thought it was.
I liked it a lot.
I thought it was good. I thought it was what I expected. It was a comedy with a little bit of superhero antics.
So I'll tell you what again, spoilers.
It was
I'll
not my
tell you-
favorite of the Deadpool movies.
It was the first is still my favorite.
Oh,
The
mine too. The first is the
without
most
a doubt.
Deadpool.
This one was probably like I don't say, it's so hard to say my least favorite, but it was my least favorite. I still like it a lot. Still a good movie, but my least favorite because they had to do so many things with other characters that I don't know. I feel like it got lost a little bit for me. And here's a question I have for you guys, right? Because we're doing spoilers.
Mm-hmm.
Which Deadpool was this? Because the entire movie was about a Deadpool that wasn't in the original too.
What?
No, it wasn't.
Yes, it was, because in the originals, his main friends are all dead.
No.
Yes,
No,
they
you
are.
got to watch the second one again.
I did watch the second one. They don't come back. Does he unwind time and save them again?
No, the girl.
What are you talking
What are you talking about?
all of his
Bob
friends
or
were
whatever gets killed.
No, he doesn't. He's the only surviving member of X-Force.
Oh, you're thinking
The
about
X-Force
X-Force.
characters.
X-Force.
They
yeah,
all
no.
get killed. Even
No, not Peter.
Not
the guy with
Peter.
the long hair. He's dead.
Oh, Shatterstar.
Yeah, he died.
See, he died, but he regenerates.
He's got
And the only reason why he didn't regenerate in Deadpool 2 is because he was literally like shredded.
Yeah, no, but he does. And then
Shatterstar.
and then
regenerates.
Peter did not.
I thought Peter got. Oh, did
Peter
he
was
lose-
the only survivor.
He was the sole survivor.
Okay, I do remember that. Okay, but I thought the other two were dead.
He got
Definitely
sprayed
dead.
with the acid spit, but he didn't die from it.
He didn't die from that.
No.
No, and who were the
Yeah.
other two?
It was whoever Terry Crews played.
He wasn't in that. Yeah.
And
Terry
the
Crews died.
Invisible Man,
The
who was
Invisible Man who was
Brad Pitt for 2 seconds.
Yeah.
Did you ever see Ryan Reynolds' interview on a late night show talking about that?
I did.
He's telling the producers all about X-Force. He's like,
and they're all excited that Brad Pitt's going to be the character.
Okay, we're just going to get this team of people, right? We're going to have like Terry Crews, yada yada. We're going to have call it X-Force, and one of them is going to be Brad Pitt. He already said yes. They're like, oh my god, wow, that's great. Like, what kind of powers is he going to have? Like, he's going to be invisible. They're like, what?
Like, wait a minute.
I like.
But you do see him if you freeze frame when he gets electrocuted.
This was the same Deadpool for the first two movies. It was all right. It was all right. I mean, there's so many cameos.
There were a lot. They were
So many
pretty good. They were
cameos.
pretty good. I like the
I
cameos.
think that the best way to describe this movie is fan service central.
Fan
This
service
is
for all
big
the
fan service.
pre-MCU.
Yes, for all the pre.
movies.
Literally, this was.
This is a movie I have to watch again, at least
This was
2 more times.
This was
to get it all.
this was the goodbye to the 20th Century Fox era.
And
You
it was
thi- you
all.
think?
It was all. Yeah.
They couldn't kill them all fast enough.
Yeah, it was literally all the.
and I knew who
But that was pretty funny how they had that little symbolism, all those characters being in the void.
Yeah.
So I was like, "Yep, that makes sense. Yep, mm-hmm."
Along with the sign. But now here's the thing. So Sony still owns rights to Spider-Man, yes?
Which is why you didn't see
Yes.
any Spider-Man characters involved in this.
Even though
Correct.
you saw him go pew, pew, pew.
Oh yeah, well of course he's
He
gonna do
played
Spider-Man
that, but
references
yeah.
because him and Spider-Man have a lot of interactions in the
Oh,
comics.
big time.
But Deadpool was originally loosely based off of Spider-Man.
So when did him, at the end of the second one, did him and his girlfriend have a fight or something? That I
No,
missed?
they did it.
No.
They did it in this movie. They showed
Okay.
you the flashbacks.
Yeah, no, I
of them
saw that,
fighting.
but I
No,
wasn't
she
sure.
died. She died.
That's
in
what I'm
Deadpool,
saying.
too.
So they don't.
But in the after credits, you gotta if I watch the.
I
After credits
watched
scenes.
it. I watched it when he went
used,
back and
he used Cable's
Yeah.
time
Yeah.
thingamabob. He went back and saved her.
Yep.
Oh, he caught the bullet or what?
Yep.
Did
He just blocked it,
I think I missed that part.
Yeah.
and then he
Because
killed.
I
all the
got
rest
when he
of
killed himself, and then when he killed. I got a
So
bunch of
you got to
different
watch
ways.
the after credit scene.
I did.
And then he
But I
goes
missed that
around,
part.
and then he goes around bouncing around,
Killing
he
all
killed
his
himself and
themselves,
kill.
yeah.
Yeah, mhm, yeah.
My favorite is when he's reading the Green Lantern script.
Welcome to the big leagues.
Yeah.
Bang.
But
I think
thought
we're
it
all
was good.
agreeing that this was a good choice,
I
right?
thought it was good. I thought it was good. It's not my favorite, but like
It is a
like,
Deadpool movie.
again though, I feel like the Marvel
I'd say
movies
I enjoyed
are
this one more than
definitely
the second
in
one.
their.
No.
No, that's
I
not
I
exactly
love
better.
Juggernaut. I
Me
love
personally,
the second one
I
had
was
a
happy
story.
they did that. Yeah.
This one didn't. Yeah,
yeah,
this
this
was
one
not
didn't
really.
really- It was a very light story.
Driven, very less story driven.
This one was just
more
it was
factor.
very
more wow factor driven.
You know what it reminded me of, and I hate to say it, Thor: Love and Thunder, where it was like more a comedy
I don't
than
think
a
it was that
superhero
bad.
movie.
It wasn't
No,
that
no,
bad.
but that's why I say I hate to say
the
it.
difference is you
I
expect
mean,
it though from Deadpool. You
Yes,
don't expect it from Thor.
that's why I
Love
say I
and
hate
Thunder,
to say it, but I mean, in that vein, it was like, oh, this is we're going for more laughs than we are exposition.
Substance. Yeah.
Yeah. Exactly.
It was again not a bad movie. Definitely a Deadpool.
He
movie.
wants to do a team up with Spider-Man, like Ryan Reynolds was talking about that, because again, that's always the main flaw with Spider-Man in any of the movies is he's supposed to be like Deadpool, where he just doesn't shut up.
Yep.
But
He mentioned
Tom Holland's pretty close.
He mentioned Hugh Jackman's divorce. I didn't know it was real. I didn't know he was getting.
Oh,
divorced.
yeah, he actually got divorced.
I
Yeah,
know.
yeah, yeah.
After 27 years, I was like, oh man, that was one that I thought was going the distance. But Hollywood strikes again.
yeah,
So yeah, he made some joke around.
well, they did online. There was rumors that Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds, because they don't post together all the time.
Mm-hmm.
A lot. Somebody's like, oh, they're on the road to divorce, and she put up like a picture of her and her lady
Deadpool. Nice.
and she said, "Yeah, you wish," with a little smiley emoji. So they're doing fine.
That's
because they're like
awesome.
the
That's
same
awesome.
personality.
Yeah.
So
and they're both in the industry.
And
I don't
guess
think
where
Hugh
they
Jackman's
met.
wife wasn't in. She's not as active as he is in entertainment.
I don't believe
They're
so.
both in the industry pretty heavily. So
Yeah, I
it
mean,
makes sense.
yeah. So worth seeing.
Yeah.
I don't think it reset that. Like people are like, "Oh, it's going to reset the MCU." No, not
They,
really.
they wanted to make us think that though. They wanted to make us think that for a little
because
bit.
they're trying desperately.
Well, that's a joke. There's a meme that's pretty funny online, and it's like phase whatever, and like
5.
it's Tony Stark. It's
Oh, no,
it's
sorry, 6.
it's what's his face playing. It's Robert Downey Jr. and they have Robert Downey Jr. playing all the new characters.
Yeah, I saw that.
in
I
the
saw in the
MCU.
event.
That's
He's every
pretty
single
funny.
character.
Every
I
single
saw
one.
that.
That's pretty
They also
funny.
had him from Tropic Thunder as the
Yeah.
Black
Yeah.
Panther.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
Oh man,
I'm
that's so
I'm
funny.
curious to see where they go, because It does feel like they're reaching
I mean,
for storyline.
For them to pull into the Robert Downey Jr. pocket again. Not that it's not great that he's in there. He's great.
Well,
he started the entire boom.
It's because they were building things around what's his name, Jonathan Majors, and
As Kang the Conqueror.
can't.
I know, because
anymore.
all of his police and legal
So-
challenges.
Kang the Conqueror.
With that, they're like, we got to retool everything.
Which you know what's funny is
And who
that
won't get
Doctor
themselves in
Doom and
trouble.
Kang team up. Sometimes in the comics.
Yeah.
And depending on which version of Doctor Doom they do, like you're talking magic, right? Pretty extensively if he comes in. 'Cause there are versions of him that use magic,
Yes.
not just technology.
Yes, there is. I think that's where they're going to go with this. He's going to start with just the technology, and then he's going to move into more of like the supernatural type things.
You know what's funny? From the original Fantastic Four, I liked the actor who played Doctor Doom. Like that actor. He was good as Doctor Doom, and I've seen him in other.
Well, there was
films.
already.
He's good.
I already read one article that was upset with the casting of Robert Downey Jr. because they were like whitewashing, and I'm like, really? Like, it's a comic book, and there's precedent.
Wait,
for it.
whitewashing us from a race perspective? You mean?
Yeah, because he's Latvian.
Yeah, but he's a light skinned character in most of the comics.
But it'll be interesting to see how they work all this.
Yeah,
Well, once again,
it's a cool
if
spin.
this is going to be Tony
It
Stark
is a cool
as Doctor
spin.
Doom, then
It makes
he's
sense.
Not Latvian.
But they keep
Exactly.
changing.
that he's not.
Like they made Scarlet Witch into a bit of a bad person.
Well,
she
Which is
is-
again, it has precedence in the
no,
comics.
there's an entire comic series where she
Which-
eliminates
which-
half of the mutants in
yes,
existence.
which
so.
is a precedent
more
in the
mutants.
comics. But I feel like they're leading to those storylines more. So we'll see.
I did like the callback to, like, you had the Scarlet Witch statue there from the crumbling tower from
Yeah.
that what was the movie with her and Doctor Doom, the Doctor Strange.
it was Doctor Strange Multiverse. of
Yeah,
Multiverse
madness,
of
right? Yeah,
Madness,
yeah.
yep.
So they had that kind of call out, which was cool. They had good call outs in the movie.
It was good. It was well.
was fun
It was
watching the
well
call-outs.
done. It's definitely a Deadpool movie. It's definitely a lot of quick, inappropriate jokes.
Yeah.
Over and
yeah.
over
There were a
and
couple. I was
over.
definitely looking in the audience like, how hard can I laugh at this? Because there are some young kids in here. But it was good. I enjoy.
I was reading
enjoyed that.
there was an article that Gen Z hated. That it was nothing but like inappropriate jokes that weren't funny over and over again. I was like,
They were funny.
You guys
They
don't
were
understand Deadpool.
They were funny.
but like that, like read the comics. Like
That's him. That's
I don't
Deadpool.
understand.
I was glad that they made the variants regenerate. Like I was glad that little.
Except for the one. That
Yeah,
was so
exactly.
funny. And the second that he said, of course, I won't be getting into the mix, delicate bone structure and whatnot.
Yeah.
I was like,
He's not making it.
He's going to die.
I'm like, how long does it take you to regenerate? He goes, regenerate? Like, oh, it's over. It's done.
Well, I was reading about the casting of the dog. Like I knew who was playing Dogpool before.
Yeah.
Before that's the dog that won 2 years in a row ugliest dog competition.
Is it?
Yeah. Because they do the competition every year for World's Ugliest Dog.
And then they add that crazy CGI tongue. Ugh.
No,
That wasn't
that's the tongue.
CGI.
No, but the way it was licking him, that was really the tongue.
That
the
was
dog's
really
tongue.
the
That's the
tongue.
dog's
Stop.
tongue. It's the like look it up. That's the ugliest dog in the world. Like it's won
No,
the
I
competition.
understand the ugliest, but
no, that's what it does. It's like
That's
that's
his
this
tongue.
long.
That
lip.
is his
Yeah.
tongue.
The tongue doesn't go in the mouth. That's what the dog looks
No,
like.
I've seen dogs that keep their tongue out of their mouth. But
Oh, yeah, no.
the way it was so long.
Yeah, that's
That
the dog.
is its tongue.
It's the most ugly dog in the world. It's won like 2 years in a row.
Okay, that's gross. And this is the one thing I did say I was talking to Isabella because I said you're not gonna watch a movie, but if there's anything that stopped it for me was a little bit too much dog in the movie. I'm like, okay, one scene, two
Dog
scenes. Like, come on, 3 scenes. Stop making out with this dog. It was a lot.
Yeah, Ryan Reynolds actually hired the dog that won the competition. I'm like, that's crazy.
Sounds about right. It's on brand.
Yes, I totally sounds like something he would do.
So what do we all think of Hugh Jackman's final performance as Wolverine?
That's not going to be his final one, but yes.
I don't know.
He did good. There was nothing. I think he delivered. He always does.
They left the door open for him to do.
Of course
Any
they
other
leave the door
movie.
open.
I loved the comics accurate Wolverine.
Yeah.
All of his, no. The
Which
comics accurate one.
the Brown or
No,
the
the
one fighting Hulk.
The first one.
No, the short
the
one.
first one
because
that-
people
Yes.
He's
people
super short
complain.
like Cannonball,
Well,
yes.
look, people complain so hard because in the comics, Wolverine's 5'1",
Yeah, he's very short. Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So like they made that actual size as like a little like. This is what you guys all wanted. You wanted an actual size Wolverine. Here you go. Because people complain. That was like the number one complaint is like Wolverine's short. And it's like, yeah, okay, but
It
like
takes away from the movie a lot.
If
And you know
if
what's
I think
funny?
If you
as
get the
And they
right
say-
actor with the right physique, you could
yeah,
actually
but they
be
always say in
okay.
the comics that he's like 5'1" and like his little but like then you watch him fight the Hulk and you're like, wait a minute.
Yeah, and in most of his fights, he doesn't seem that short,
No.
But
and he should.
How
because the
heavy
guys
is
he's
he though?
standing next to-
He's heavy.
Yeah, say he's 5'1", but he's like.
Yeah, he's jacked, and he was in the movie. They made him small and jacked.
Yeah, exactly.
But it's just funny because you're like, yeah, that's pretty like that's funny.
Yeah, no, he did a great job. All the variants are great. I loved the brown variant callback where you saw Hulk in his reflection of his claws.
Isn't the outfit you
Well,
fought
you
the
heard him
Hulk?
scream too. You heard him scream,
Oh, yeah.
right?
And even the one-handed one, like that. Again, those are all real versions of Wolverine. I loved all
on
of
the
it.
X.
Yes.
Yeah, that was,
What was that
uncanny,
from?
uncanny
Uncanny
X-Men.
X-Men.
He was being killed, or what
I think
was
that
happening?
was just
in
the
that one?
cover of it.
Yeah.
Was it?
I don't think
Might
that
have.
actually happened in a comic. I think that was just the cover.
It was good either way. I thought it was overall a good film. As
Yeah.
far as the actors did what they could with the script.
See, and I like that they pull from comics. But Marvel does a good job of pulling from comics. I hope they don't do any Spider-Man pulls from comics. As an avid Spider-Man reader,
What do you mean you hope they don't pull from the comics?
yeah, because there's too many. Like if they do
There's
a
a
clone,
lot.
if they do a clone saga for Spider-Man, I'm gonna throw something at the screen.
But why? I'm
The clone
confused.
saga was awful.
Oh, so you want
And
them to pick a good saga?
long.
So what if they just choose something good
well,
from the comics?
I'll be honest. They messed up. In it wasn't Marvel obviously, but in Venom too, they messed up Carnage pretty bad.
I didn't see that one yet.
Yeah,
I haven't
Wow.
seen any of the Venoms. I don't plan on
I
seeing
saw the
any.
first one.
No?
Didn't see this.
The first one's good.
The first one wasn't bad.
The first
I
one's
mean, they
good.
definitely leaned into trying to make Eddie Brock into like more a goofy anti-hero.
Well, and that's
The banter
thing,
between him
that's
and
the thing
Venom.
I still didn't understand. Even in the second one, he's too again. What is it with this silly thing? He's not silly at all in the comics. Not even a little. No comedy relief whatsoever. Things that he does seem silly because of how he's acting, but he's not silly.
Yeah, well, Eddie Brock was always the antithesis of Peter Parker.
Yes.
He's
He was always jealous of him chasing whatever his success was. Like that's what he was.
he was a bitter man, and he
Yeah.
was not like no.
No, and then Venom took that and multiplied it into his rage that made him who he was.
It's always hard to do Venom without Spider-Man.
yeah, I guess.
They came hand in hand with each other.
You just need another. You need some other character to be the comedy. It's the same thing with Thor. Thor can't be the comedy relief. You need another actor. That's why the first Thor movie, the real comedy came from like the Brothers 3 and other people.
I don't think
He
Ragnarok.
wasn't
He didn't
as-
do too bad in Ragnarok though.
Yeah, Ragnarok was the close balance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, Ragnarok
That
was
was
as
the best thing
close
they
as
could've
you
done.
can
Ragnarok was
get.
the best Thor movie.
Yeah, it was good. It was good.
And then
But it was close though. Like it was teetering
Yep.
a little bit. You know, but like the way he reacted when he was coming through the portal.
It's because he
and
had
all
the
that kind of
serious
stuff.
moments mixed in with it
Yeah.
properly.
Yeah, and then
The
in
serious
Thor,
moments were mixed
in the
in the
last
right way.
one, it was just.
I mean,
a mess.
Love and Thunder wasn't bad. It was just more comedy than
It
it
could have been
was-
better.
Yeah,
It had more
well,
potential.
the thing is, you're against a very dark bad guy. They had a great villain.
And what happened?
And he
Oh,
didn't match.
Christian Bale stole the
Well,
show.
Oh,
Yeah.
and he has to match that with like,
Yeah.
oh my God, this guy is a real threat.
It had its
and he
moments.
didn't.
Put it, yeah, it had
they
its moments.
they
Just like Deadpool and Wolverine.
they're
Had its
definitely
moments.
struggling because they had such an overarching story that they used, and they're definitely struggling to like.
Well, they said
Well,
they're going to
they're
make
not
another
setting
one.
anything up anymore.
Well, they
feel-
said they're going to make another Thor, and they're going to go back to
no.
like, a
But I mean,
darker
like
Thor.
in general, like
Oh, yeah,
they're
yeah.
struggling because it's so disjointed.
Yeah, like I was just, they're not
Well,
setting anything up anymore.
I-
Well, that's interesting.
Phase
At
one
at
was
the
setting
end of
up-
Deadpool, he
Yeah.
actually didn't. He didn't set the stage for anything else.
No.
No.
Well, and what kills me too is they added a very comic book element in the multiverse into the movies, which is it's great, but it's also like now it's going to be very hard because one of the arguments when you add the multiverse is always like, oh, who cares? We can pull from a different
You can do
universe
whatever.
now. So like some of the tension is just not there anymore because you're like, whatever. There's an Iron Man
just
floating
kill him.
around someplace. You know they can pull him from Earth, whatever. And that's always been the argument with the multiverse is like it takes some of the drama.
Yeah,
out of
it's
it.
a cop out because I'll kill him because I can just bring him back somehow.
I will say this though: what interested me the most about Deadpool and Wolverine was the concept of an anchor being.
Yeah, that was a good addition.
I wonder. I was like, wait
but
a
I
minute.
thought
I
that was
wonder,
introduced already before in Loki.
well, I haven't seen Loki season 2.
Yeah, now you got to see it.
I haven't
Yeah.
seen Loki season 2, so I'll have to go back and watch that. But
There
that
wasn't anchor
concept.
beings; it was anchor points.
No, see, in Paradox, Mr. Paradox said being. In
No,
Deadpool.
you're
Yeah.
right. I'm saying though, in Loki, it was more.
So
an anchor
I was
point. Like certain
thinking,
points that
I guess that Iron Man was not 616's
Anchor
being.
point. Yeah.
I guess he wasn't, which is kind of weird because
because
the
he was
entirety
phase,
of that first
phase
couple of
one's
phases
anchor being.
was all the entirety of that Infinity Saga
focused on him.
It was all revolving mostly around him.
Yep.
Yeah, and so
Well, him and Cap.
yeah.
well, yeah. I mean, Cap was there too, but he was the definitive factor in everything. Everything.
And which
so
I
I
think-
wonder.
Well, they
Understood
they toyed though a
I
couple
wonder
times.
if that means that the main continuity, the 616. I wonder if that's degenerating. Because remember how you mentioned like it'll take place over the course of thousands of years. Like I wonder if that's going to be something that comes up. Is that this timeline is degenerating now because Iron Man was our anchor being and now he's gone.
What is Spider-Man's anchor being?
Good. They didn't kill Spider-Man yet, so whatever.
That's my point. Well, they I don't know. I mean, they toyed a bunch of times with having Captain America be the one that snapped at the end of
They had a
Endgame.
bunch of different iterations.
But
yeah.
I think it's good that that it was Iron Man because he started he
it had to
started
be.
this version of the universe.
Yeah, this
Like,
was.
Yeah.
mhm.
It
It's
was
all
done
about- yeah.
well. It
Mhm.
ended well. I'm glad they're not bringing him back as
Iron
Iron
Man.
Man. Or they are, but the Iron Man transition to Doom, I guess. I hope they do that. But it's going to be weird having Robert Downey Jr. back in as a different character.
He will have to act very different
Yeah,
in order for me to
Well,
really.
it's not only that. He needs a really good Fantastic Four squad. Like he needs good because he's already everyone
they've
already
done-
loves him.
they've done
So
a
you
good-
need powerful.
they've done a good
I don't
job.
know if
though.
they're going to have him be the villain in Fantastic Four.
Well, they're not because Fantastic Four takes place in the past.
Yeah, that's true. 1960s.
So who's the villain?
We don't know yet,
But, I don't know yet.
but we know that Doom is going to be the next Avengers level threat.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
It's Avengers Doomsday. That's the next Avengers.
Oh,
movie.
you're right. That is the name.
I'm
So who do they put together? They don't
well,
even have
the Young
Avengers right now.
Avengers.
all the new guys.
All the new
Who?
guys, the Young
Everybody.
Avengers.
Literally
Yeah.
everybody else.
The Marvels again? They're going to bring all of them back out?
No. Well, they probably will bring them in.
Yeah, they will
But,
definitely
but
bring them.
Spider-Man, new Cap, Falcon, Captain America.
Yep.
They still have Winter Soldier.
Bruce Banner's still around.
They still have Bruce Banner.
Thor
they
is
still
still
have
around.
Thor,
And now you're
they
going to
still
have Red Hulk.
And Red Hulk might be involved somehow, way, shape, or form. You do have the Marvels. You do have let me see,
Scarlet Witch is still. Oh, she's dead.
I hate
She's
to
dead?
say it.
She's not, right?
to say it. The Eternals are still a thing.
Yeah, you still have the Eternals.
Yeah.
Shang-Chi.
Shang-Chi.
Ooh.
And
That-
he's going to be involved because
that
those
would be
rings
great.
have something to do with something.
And
Yeah.
because everybody loves him.
What if his rings were made by this Doctor Doom? What if his rings were made by this Doctor Doom?
Or this Doctor Doom just gets his hands on them.
It'll be
Well, because remember what Wong was saying in the after credits scene of
Someone's
Shang-Chi.
tracking them.
Someone is
Someone's
sending
track-
signals to it.
right, and they're not, and he also said he didn't know where
I
they
was
came
hoping
from.
it was Fing Fang Foom.
Well, we were saying that exact same thing, but now we're
Yeah.
starting to think maybe not.
Yeah,
Because
but
they
I
haven't done
want-
anything with any of that at all.
Yeah,
I
it'll
know,
be.
what a shame.
I'm curious to see where it all goes. But
Fang Foom.
Love Fing Fang
Pretty
Foom.
cool.
He would
Yeah.
be cool.
I think they can
Sorry
do
to
it though,
everybody that's
because-
not as well versed in Marvel
I think they
continuity
can
as
do
us.
it though because there's been multiple actors that have played other roles, like Chris Evans played Johnny Storm,
Yeah.
and then he played Captain America.
But that happened because
I love
it was
that they
two
brought it
different
back in
owners
this.
of Marvel.
no,
so,
but I'm
you know.
saying like he played two different characters.
That's true.
Michael B. Jordan,
Who did he play?
he played Johnny Storm,
oh,
Yep.
and then he played Killmonger. It seems like if you
Everybody-
play Johnny
every-
Storm,
you got
you're
a good
still
spot.
you're still set up for
Everybody
other.
that played Johnny Storm, like, hey, listen, you're a good actor, but I
So-
don't
We're
think
gonna
this is the
test you as
character.
He
Johnny
played
Storm.
Johnny Storm, and then he played Killmonger.
Oh
so
my God,
it's
that
like
is
if you
funny.
play Johnny Storm, they'll probably set
And
you
Robert
up
Downey
somewhere
Jr.
down.
was Johnny Storm, and then
Yeah,
then
we
he
don't
was
know
Iron
yet.
Man,
He's coming
and
in
now
as Johnny
you're-
Storm.
Now you're Doctor
Who
Doom.
becomes
They
Doom.
do, yeah.
Wow.
So I
That
mean,
is
it's
funny.
there is precedent for it. It's not like they haven't.
Somewhere there's audition tapes from every single Avenger,
And they're all trying out
doing
as-
a practice scene as Johnny Storm.
That was a good funny scene because they had him come down in like the Captain America.
But
approach.
I knew
bluish
right
color.
away
Yeah,
though. I was
yeah,
like, I
yeah.
knew right away. I was like, oh, they're gonna use
When
him
I
as
saw
Johnny
him,
Storm.
yeah, I was like, they're gonna have. Yep.
Well, because they
yep.
never, they wouldn't avoid killed Captain America.
I did like though the young Johnny. He's like 55.
That was so no.
What'd you guys think of
because
Cassandra
Wolverine said
Nova?
this kid or whatever.
Yeah.
He's like 55.
What'd you- oh well, I mean to Hugh Jackman.
Yeah,
He is still a
I
kid.
thought she was.
Until you're 90.
I thought she was creepy. The
Who?
bad guy. The
Oh
bad
yeah,
guy.
yeah, yeah.
In a good way. Like I think she.
That's how she was
delivered.
supposed to be.
So that's good.
She delivered, man.
Yeah, no, she
The way
was
they
spot on.
did her mind, manipulation was tough to watch, which is exactly what they wanted it to be. Yeah, it was cool. It was really that.
No,
was really
I
well
mean
done.
as a whole, the movie was good.
And I like the
enjoyed
use of Juggernaut's helmet. That it actually.
Yeah,
shut
the
her
bad
down.
Juggernaut from
But they didn't even have the same actor. It was a different actor they had.
Was that not the same actor?
No,
from X-Men
that was I
Stand?
thought that was the same
Guys,
one
No, trust me.
from
I know
X Men
that.
Last Stand.
Yeah, it's not him.
Who was it?
It's a different guy. It's just some random guy.
Can you look up who it was?
Yeah. It wasn't the original. That actor.
'Cause I'm
played-
interested.
That actor played like a lot of Russian mob guys. The actor that did it in the initial. I thought they were gonna have him say, "I'm the Juggernaut."
I'm the
again.
Juggernaut.
Yeah.
And they didn't. And I was like, "Oh no fanfare there." But yeah, I'll look it up.
Yeah, just so because I'm interested now to see.
Oh, you
But
really thought it was? No,
I thought it was the same guy.
Yeah, he did a great job mimicking him. But I cannot get over. I cannot get over Channing Tatum's Gambit.
Oh yeah. I loved the way I loved all the jokes. I liked all the
Who
jokes
is this guy's
though.
dialogue coach?
I liked all the jokes though about like because they were all like, "Oh, your universe," or "Some of us never started." Or, like they kept making jokes of the fact that like
All those people that we saved or wanted to save.
they kept
Or
making
could
the
have
jokes
saved.
about the fact that like because he had a development deal.
Yeah, he did.
Then they were ready to start and
Oh,
they put
you
the
know-
plug on it.
You know who he was? He played. Did you see the Ryan Reynolds movie Free Guy where he was?
Yeah.
Yes.
He played Muscle Ryan Reynolds, and then they obviously put his face over him, but he was not the original Juggernaut. I'm trying to. His name is Aaron Reed.
Okay.
I'll find
See
out.
the
the
Wrexham
original.
Deadpool.
Yes.
Wrexham Deadpool.
And it was played
It was a
by,
guy from Wrexham.
Yeah, it was one of the players.
Oh, yeah. Rob was telling me that. Rob was telling me that.
he
That's right.
owns he owns part of the team. I mean, him and what's his face
Yep.
from Always Sunny
Yep.
on the team.
Yep.
So that was an actual player,
Yeah, Rob was telling me that. That's right.
which is pretty funny.
And then his daughter, Ryan Reynolds' daughter,
Their
Inez,
kids were
was
the-
Kid
yeah.
Pool.
Yep.
I was like, that's so funny.
Yeah.
That is funny. I like it. What movie was he in again? The original one?
I don't know.
The X-Men what?
X-Men Last Stand.
Last Stand.
Thank you. X.
was the third X-Men movie, which was
Ugh,
Is that right?
You know,
Please tell me it's Magneto. Magneto's dead.
the what was X-Men First Class? That wasn't bad.
That one was great.
That one wasn't bad.
X-Men
and
First
then
Class was great. X-Men Days of Future Past, man. Oh my God.
Yeah, Vinny Jones is his name. Yeah.
Put it this way, here just to sum it all up, everybody. You need to have watched a lot of movies to really get the most out of Deadpool and Wolverine.
yeah. You
You
definitely
need to have seen a lot of stuff in order to really
And
get the most
shows
out of it. Yep.
like the Brexit stuff. Oh yeah, you need to see it all. But it was again overall good. So I'm glad we spent a good 25 minutes talking about 30 minutes because you'll watch the movie for 2.5 hours. Was it 2.5 hours?
Yeah, it was about
Oh,
two
yeah,
and a half
give or
hour
take.
movie.
And it is not a kid-friendly movie, so
No.
no kids, you can't go watch it
No.
at all.
And I mean, well, I guess if their parents
No,
do that
nope,
sort of thing.
no.
Because I actually,
Nope.
because like I said, I
No,
was talking to
Steven.
some kids in the karate
Steven,
school,
show no weakness.
and they were like, "My dad lets me watch R-rated movies." I was like, "Oh,
Steven, hold your ground. No,
Yeah, but
we do
that
not promote it.
There's so many like
I mean, it's parents' choice, I guess.
many
I
jokes in
wouldn't
there.
let my
No.
kids go see it.
Yeah, but the jokes I think will go over kids' heads. It's not even that. It's an aggressive movie.
It is.
Yeah,
very
oh
aggressive.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, she
Well, my
is.
mom had not seen the first two Deadpool movies,
Also, she probably had no idea what was
So-
going
Oh
on.
my God.
and I tried to
What a
warn her.
Shell shock
And
for
then
her.
because she likes Hugh Jackman. She wants, and I'm like, oh my god. So
That's my little brother and
there's,
sister.
This isn't the
none-
Greatest Showman.
I'm like, there's not. There's
That would've
gonna
been
be a
great.
lot of
Oh.
things.
Imagine if there had been a Wolverine that was doing like a musical number.
Yes, with his claws out.
Yeah. Anyways,
Oh, that would have been
Yeah.
great.
So yeah, no, I was like, so it was like
What did she say afterwards? Was she a
a
little
shock.
shell-shocked?
Oh yeah, I think so. I don't think she liked it.
Yeah.
I don't think she liked it.
Not really
But
up her
like I
alley.
tried to warn, like Deadpools are not like your standard Marvel movie.
well, that's my
No.
little brother and
I mean,
sister.
the second one, he spends the first 5 minutes just slaughtering people, so.
My little brother and sister wanted to go see it too, and
Wait a minute, your little brother and sister,
They're
18
and
to 20.
20. I know.
Let's get that straight. They're not little. They're
They're
younger
my
than
little
you.
brother and sister.
Yeah, but the way you say it, we're talking about kids not watching it. And you're like, my little brother and sister, they're 18 and 20.
Anyways, the point that I'm trying to make is,
Yes.
before I was interrupted,
You were gonna
is
culture.
that,
They were gonna culture shock them.
well, not culture shock them. They haven't seen any of those other movies.
Oh yeah.
So I was like, guys, a lot of like, it's gonna take away from the experience. Like, you're
Yeah.
just not gonna get the most out
Did
of
they
it.
see the first two Deadpools?
No, no,
That's
not
what
at all.
he's
That's what I'm
saying.
saying.
That's what he's
Like, you're not gonna understand. And even if they do see the first two Deadpools, I'm gonna be honest. There wasn't that much reference to the first two Deadpools.
No.
There was mostly
There
reference
really
to all of
wasn't.
the old Fox movies.
Yes.
So I was like, guys, you really should. At the very least, they need to see
And
Logan.
some of those movies I haven't seen in so
At the
long.
very least, they would have to have seen Logan.
I
to really
agree.
get a
I
bit more out
think
of it,
if
right?
you didn't watch Logan, you'd miss a good portion of the premise.
And oh my God, Logan, man,
Great movie.
Logan was a mess. I will never watch it again, but it was a masterpiece.
I watched it like 3 times.
Too heavy for me, man. I was like,
Really? Logan?
well, it tore because me and my older brother were such big Wolverine fans. Like we literally have watched
They
every Wolverine.
share the same tissue.
Oh God, we cried. We cried. We cried.
Oh, you
That
guys
was
are
the same
correct.
actress though.
Yes. Yes. I wish they gave her. So what I
What was
liked
the same
is
actress?
The X.
X-23?
Yeah.
It was.
23, whatever.
What's cool, and I didn't.
Same,
was.
same
I didn't
actress.
It
from,
was.
like
this
the
up.
little
My-
childhood to.
I didn't pick this up. My buddy Joe did it. The glasses she put on were the
She wore
same
those.
glasses she put on in the
She
first
literally
movie.
had,
Yeah,
they had
I didn't
almost
see
verbatim
that.
the same outfit she had on in the
That's
movie.
cool. That's cool.
Sunglasses and the backpack.
I wish they gave. She was such a good fighter in that in the Logan movie. I wish they had a couple more scenes of her just. tearing it
Yeah,
up.
I wish
Yeah.
that all of them. I wish that all of them they had shown a little bit
They
more. of the
showed a
battle.
decent amount though for Gambit since he's
Gambit.
never been in a movie.
Gambit.
And then Blade, like there's only one Blade, and I'm going to be the only Blade. And Deadpool's like,
Yeah, exactly.
I would have liked
don't tell him.
It's funny though because there was a lot of people that were like on the internet like we need a Gambit movie now. Like let's get us some
But
Gambit.
would it be him
oh,
though? I
so
don't know.
good. He was so
Yeah.
funny.
He
I
was
need to
funny.
see that.
They'd have to clean up his dialogue though, because they on purpose made it insanely difficult to understand anything said.
Well, he did that on purpose.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Yeah.
But
Were
in the
they?
movie,
You think they were making fun of the guy from X-Men Origins Wolverine? Because
I don't know.
he kind of had like that same little accent that guy did. I mean, I know that Gambit is supposed to be
from the
French?
body.
Cajun?
He's Cajun.
Cajun.
So I don't know what the reference and accent is, but
I
he
guess
has
that
an
is it.
accent.
And I guess
I
he
don't think
was
they
just
gave him
told
the
to
black
lay it on
eyes
very
though,
thick.
because he had the black
Huh?
the black eyes that he has in the comics
I'm trying to
with the
remember
red
during
with
the
the
fight.
red pupils.
I want to say during the fight he did.
Oh, like they.
Did he do that during the
I
fight?
know they charged
They
up,
charged up,
but
I
the
don't
eye,
think-
the
didn't have
the
the
rest
red.
of it
I
was
don't
still white.
Maybe
yeah.
they didn't. Maybe they
Well,
didn't.
But it was good. Yeah.
now I'm curious to see how the DC does their thing. So let's go.
Well, did you?
Well,
So I've been watching some of the behind the scenes. There are a lot of people in the Spider-Man and the Superman movie.
Oh yeah,
Why? Isn't it supposed to be a Superman relaunch again for the? By the
yeah,
way?
but they're not doing like the whole Crash Land.
No, it looks like they're
origin
starting
story.
with Superman as the head of the Justice League. Like it looks like they're bringing him right out with the Justice League because you have.
I mean, you might as well. Everybody knows
have.
his origin already at this point. We've
Yeah, I
seen it so many
guess.
times.
Well, that
Yeah.
was the good thing they did with Spider-Man. They didn't go over his origin again, but they introduced him to MCU. Everybody knows.
Yeah, plus the MCU was already pretty well established into their story, so going back and making him.
Yeah, what was going on in his? I haven't watched it for so long. In
What?
the first movie with him, like what was that really?
What are you talking about?
For
Which-
Spider-Man.
Oh, it was
new-
Civil War. It was Civil War. I remember.
They introduced him in Civil War.
That was literally his first.
That was his first
film.
appearance.
Well, he was a big part of that in the comics. So the rumors were flying like crazy once Civil War was announced that this might be where Spider-Man
he was
shows
a
up.
huge part
He was a
of
huge
it.
So
part.
that
of
was before any of his like No Way Homes and all those came out. That
yeah, I
was
know. His
before
first
all that,
introduction
right?
was Civil War.
Okay.
But he was already actively being a Spider-Man when Tony Stark came
Got
to
him.
him.
He just
Yeah,
didn't
yeah.
have the cool suit. Until
Yeah, he
Tony.
didn't have the cool suit till Tony, but he
Oh,
was
so
already
the whole
actively
visit
a
to his
Spider-Man.
apartment and stuff that all happened in Civil War, right?
Yeah.
Correct.
Okay. Got Got it. Yeah.
Who was your weirdly attractive aunt?
Yeah. Listen, Marissa Tomei, you can't.
I
You can't mess around.
I still got to play the second Spider-Man video game because those storylines were
You should
top
play
notch.
that. Yeah, I've heard.
I
have
need
it,
a
don't you?
PS5. No, I need a PS5.
That's right.
I mean,
They
yeah.
have it only as
I
next
played
gen.
the first Spider-Man. I played Miles Morales.
Well, listen, I know someone's birthday that's right now who would want one.
Yeah, I know.
And it's not me.
Well, everybody keeps asking, what do we get Declan for his birthday? And I say, PS5. He wants a PS5.
That's what he wants.
That's what he told me.
I can tell.
He said it. He said
My
it.
son wants a
He wants a
PS5.
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 PS5. And he wants
They're
to
going to show up with a
and he wants
PS5.
to-
What is this?
He wants to babysit Ivy. That's the two things he wants for his birthday.
He did have fun playing with the dog. As soon as my backyard's done, we're going to get a dog.
Dave, it was the cutest thing ever.
Yeah, oh no,
And
I
it
got
was
videos.
so good.
Kelsey kept sending me videos of it.
Did you save any of them, or are they all just
No,
Snapchats?
they were all She has them though. I think she has them saved.
They were so good. She.
Did you see the snap
two
that
of them
she sent
played so.
earlier today?
Which one?
Him with the walker. I think she sent it to you, right?
Pushed it over the thing.
No,
Which
no.
one?
He was literally trying to roll over
Oh,
her
yeah,
toes
yeah,
with the
yeah,
walker.
yeah.
Like
Over
you
Dave's
could fit-
toes?
No,
Kelsey's toes.
Oh.
Like she was following him, right? He was walking with the walker, and he's walking down the hallway with the walker. He looks at her, turns around, and literally starts ramming into her feet. She
Yeah.
moves her feet. He turns the walker to chase after her feet, and she's like, "Ow, ow!" And he's like laughing maniacally.
Yeah.
Oh man.
No, it's funny because his little personality's starting to come out a little bit.
Listen, he was hanging out with Colton's sister today.
Yeah. And then,
Hello.
so he's just started to get used to so now he's just in the bathtub. So no more little plastic tub. So
Oh, cool.
he didn't like when we went from the plastic tub from the sink. We took the plastic tub to the bathtub. Didn't like that transition. After it took him like 2 or 3 times, and then he got used to it. Same thing where we just took the plastic tub, and now he's just in the tub with we put a little mat down.
Yeah, of course. It was like,
And now he's so the first 3 or 4 baths not happening. So one of us gets in the tub with him, and you have to calm him down. But now he's starting to get used to it. And we got him like a little turtle floating thermometer, so we know what the temperature is for
I
the
love
water.
it when they get to start playing with the bath toys.
And now it came with a little turtle bath toy, and he has a bunch of bath toys. But this one he's actually grabbing and moving because he has like a Bluey, a Spider-Man, and he's like, yeah, okay. But this one he's moving through the water and dipping it under.
that is cool.
So it's cool. But
That is cool.
Nice.
His Bluey bath toys. He has fish, turtles, and I got him the Spider-Man and Miles, Spider-Man and Spin.
Okay. what's
Don't
that?
call him that.
That's his name in the show he watches.
What, Miles Morales' spin? That's weird.
So, Spider-Man and His Amazing Friends is a kids' cartoon show.
Okay, yeah.
So to delineate on the show, and they actually have an episode where they choose their names. The Spider team is Gwen Stacy as
Okay.
Ghost Spider,
Okay.
which makes sense.
Yep.
Spider-Man goes by Spidey,
Okay, that works.
and then Miles' character goes as Spin.
But how does so why, where does that come from?
He doesn't move. No, yes, but he doesn't move in the show
Okay.
that he
Where
was
spins
working
around.
on in the episode, and it was his Spider Spin.
Okay.
So they all had to choose names for their watches or whatever, like Spidey, Ghost Spider, Spin.
Fair enough. We'll take it. It's a kids show.
But
Whatever it is.
it's the kids.
Yeah,
Spider-Man.
that's what I'm saying. It's
And
a
they
kids
use
kid.
they use a female Doc Ock. That's pretty cool.
Okay, that's cool.
And then his spider, his tracer bot is Tracy.
I like this female Doc Ock in the Spider-Verse movie. So that was
Yes.
Yeah.
she was great.
Yes.
Are they making a third one?
They are.
Yeah, oh yeah.
They are. Oh shoot, what is it called? They released the title for it.
Yeah.
Are they gonna try to tie it into any of the real Spider-Man?
They already did.
They've
Yeah.
In Across the Spider-Verse, they already did.
What did they do? I'm trying to remember. I do remember.
They
there
had
being a
Donald
crossover.
Glover
Yeah.
as a prowler, which was
Oh,
trapped
okay.
by the spider core.
Yep. Got it.
They had
Oh yeah,
Donald
'cause they
Glover
ended
as-
the movie on a hang, right?
Well,
Because
yeah,
they had
that's
the
why
two
they
sp-
did the third
yeah,
one.
Yeah.
So because Donald Glover technically was the MCU's prowler,
Yep.
he just never got to be the prowler in the MCU.
Oh,
He
I
played the
didn't
right
know that.
character.
He played the
that's
character
cool.
of-
Which also
yeah.
opens the door for Miles Morales because the Prowler is Miles Morales' uncle.
Yeah, I wonder if they're gonna kick
Which
him
is
into a movie.
actually
That'd be
the
great.
original.
He's a good actor.
So the very first Miles Morales, when they first introduced Miles Morales in the comic books,
Yes.
in Ultimate Spider-Man, which I also have that issue floating around my house, he gets his spider powers because his uncle's the Prowler. His uncle robs an
Oscorp?
Oscorp,
Yeah.
And it
trying
gets
to
on him.
trying to steal the spider.
Okay.
Doesn't know it's on
Him. His
him.
armor, whatever.
It gets out in his apartment,
Oh.
and his
then Miles
young
visits.
Miles visits, gets bit by the spider and crushes it.
Okay, got
So
it.
that's how they keep,
Oh, I didn't know that was the storyline.
and that's
Oh,
how
nice.
Miles gets his powers.
They did that in no, they didn't do that in Into the Spider-Verse. did they?
No, they're in the sewer together doing the spray painting. It comes
Yeah,
down,
right,
and then he
right.
doesn't squish it. Remember, he just like flicks it away.
Yeah, he just fixed it.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
in the comics, it's a little bit different because he actively, like, he was trying to steal.
That's right.
From
So he was
Oscorp.
aware of the spider. yeah.
Correct. And that's also why the spider has like certain abilities that Peter's spider didn't.
Because it was an
manipulated
advanced one.
Oscorp.
Yeah, correct.
Okay, that's cool. I like that. That explains a lot. It's a shame they didn't do that a little bit just to tie into why it had so many different abilities.
And
It
then
didn't
he has
really need to happen
like,
and
and that's
stuff.
why like Ned in the Spider-Man people are like, oh, it's like Gunky in the comic books, who is Miles' best friend.
Now are they gonna make Ned a bad guy?
They're talking about it.
Well,
yeah.
that was the whole lead.
Ned
I'll
is
never
technically
remember,
Hobgoblin.
I'll
because
never,
because in the comic
What?
book he's Hobgoblin.
Ned's character is
The
Hobgoblin.
the,
Really?
the name that they use is the Hobgoblin in the comic books.
Ned leads.
Ned Leeds.
I didn't know that.
If you not the Green Goblin, the Hobgoblin.
Yeah. No, I know who the Hobgoblin.
Aren't
I know
you-
the goblins.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
that,
it's basically
that,
like the Green Goblin.
So
like,
How do they
from the
in-
from
like,
the
that in?
yeah,
from the get go when
what
they
am I thinking of?
introduced and they used Ned Leeds, you were like,
Goblin.
oh wow, that's the Hobgoblin.
Imitator. That's what I'm thinking of.
That's cool.
Yeah,
They got to bring in the dead.
But
Well,
they
that's
kind
because
of
in-
wrote-
Goblin.
Well, that's because in
But
No
they
Way
kind-
Home, it was really funny how Ned was like, he talked to both the other
Yep.
Peters, and they
Yep.
both had best friends that betrayed them,
Yep.
and they ended up having to kill him.
And then he
he
made that
goes
comment.
to he
Yep.
goes to his Peter, and he goes, "I will never turn into a villain and betray you, and you will not have to kill me." And then he gives him a hug,
And then they
we're
lose
like,
the memory.
"Oh, now he lost his memory." So
That's definitely happening now.
So like if you read the Miles Morales comics, like when he was coming up, he had Gunky, who was like his best friend and the smarter like guy in the chair type.
Mm-hmm.
So they wrote Ned kind of like Gunky in the beginning.
That's
So-
cool.
Yeah,
That's really cool, man. I love the way they tie all this stuff together, and I hope they do a good job with it. The Spider-Man movie, I think they've been doing a really good job with it.
Spider-Man's been good.
I liked the Mysterio one.
I am-
thought it
Oh,
was good.
actually, yeah, that was really cool.
I am
the way
very.
they did all that.
I am super excited to
It
see
was trippy, but I liked it.
a Spider-Man because No Way Home ends with how that ends where Spider-Man should be.
Yeah.
With him like in a
Yeah,
beat
in a
up old
regular
apartment
suit, yeah.
in a regular suit,
Rent is
street
due.
level, street level hero.
What did they end with? So Mary Jane, they were friendly. She doesn't know him at all.
She
right?
doesn't know him at all.
She does not
So
know.
it's
They
it's
met
literally
again.
Nobody knows him.
this
but
is
they don't know.
literally like how Spider-Man is. He should be.
Yeah.
Like at the beginning,
He's
at least
basically a
anyway.
loner, yeah,
he's a
something
loner
like that.
now. He's on his own.
Homemade suit.
the whole nine. So I'm wondering if he's gonna quip a little bit more because that's
could.
his.
They have
Like
room
now
for it.
they've built him into like the Spider-Man we know, where life is beating him down.
And he could make those quibs now because he has a memory of things that happen that no one else has.
Exactly.
So he can almost reference things that only the audience would get, but nobody else would get.
And as,
Yeah.
as,
And that could
you
be
know,
funny.
Spider-Man is supposed to be kind of like that guy that's like life beats him down.
Yep.
But
then
he
he
finds
keeps
a way to
going.
go.
The
through
whole
it.
joke is that the Marvel hates Spider-Man because he can never he
You
never
never
he
get
can
ahead.
never be happy.
Never get ahead.
So
That's so funny. Yeah. And
We'll see.
It'll be interesting if they keep a Avengers kind of reference in his newer movies, right? If they just
yeah.
try to do
Well, I
standalone.
think they're gonna try and make it more like street level for a little bit.
Just New York City.
No, that's
like
what I
you
just
used
said.
to,
Like
yeah.
Avengers references. Like did
Yeah.
they show directly he's in that same world, but he's just not interacting because he doesn't want them
Yeah.
to know who he is. You know what I mean?
I think in this next movie is going to be it's going to be a local like just
Did they mention
subjugated
bad
threat.
guys?
No.
Did they mention villain
No.
yet?
Nope, they haven't even done anything with that next movie yet.
Is he still? Is it still Tom Holland signed
Yes.
on?
Tom Holland has
He's
two more
three.
movies.
I think he signed up for three-picture deal.
Three more movies.
3-picture
So
deal.
that probably will be his next solo movie.
He's
And
gonna have
then
to do
the
them
next
pretty
two
quick
Avengers
because
films.
he's gonna get a little too old for these soon.
Well,
No, there's been
not
older
really,
versions
because,
of
I mean,
Spider-Man.
There's a full-on adult version of Spider-Man
Eh, nobody likes those.
that carry. No, those are
like
great.
those.
Eh,
Just be like,
nobody.
there's a lot.
Those are great.
Eh, we hate those.
Comment below if you guys like the adult version of Spider-Man Or if you
you're
just
still
prefer the
listening
teenager
after
one.
we ranted about Wolverine and Deadpool for
Oh, people are still listening.
30 minutes.
People are still listening. Charity.
Did you did you see the Butts?
Butts, yes, Anthony Butts.
Did you see
Will Moroka.
the song, the Wolverine and Deadpool song, where they just basically make fun of each other for 2 minutes?
What?
Oh, it's great.
What was this?
Oh yeah, I think it was right before the movie launched, and it's just the two of them, talking about their characters and which one is better. And then they start beating
My
each
nephew
other up.
wanted that
It's funny.
popcorn bucket so bad, and they were like, oh, that sold out in the first.
Oh really?
Yeah,
What, the Wolverine one?
yeah.
The Deadpool and Wolverine one, yeah.
Was it? Did it have like his mask, like his yellow mask, embedded into it? I didn't see the. I didn't see the box.
Yeah, I'll have to show it to you.
I'm gonna look it up while you talk.
Yeah.
To Steven.
Sure. Hi.
It's a play on the Dune popcorn bucket. If you remember the Dune
yeah,
popcorn
yeah,
bucket.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So was
Yeah.
it actually like their outfit or something? I don't know. The
Nick.
Dune bucket was
Yeah,
I'm
no.
gonna
you just-
I'm gonna
yeah,
stop.
Yeah, 100%.
Deadpool and Wolverine popcorn bucket.
It's
Yeah.
It's kids don't Google it. Let's put it that way.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is a me only search. Got it.
yeah.
So, in other news, I got a new pair of Crocs.
Oh, there we go. We're back to the topic of our actual title.
Talk about it.
Potentially, so they're like
What kind of Crocs are they?
they're like trail Crocs.
But what's the title of them? So if anybody else wants to buy
I
them.
forget the company.
Wait, it's not from Crocs?
No, it's Crocs, and they're paired up with another.
Oh, okay. Well,
Hang on.
Okay.
I'll
So
go-
they're
I'll
like
email-
for trail, running, walking, hiking?
Satisfy. The company's Satisfy Running X Crocs. Quick Trail, they're called.
There is a picture of them on the screen
Is this the one you're
right
referencing?
now.
Yes.
So I'm correct. It's his mask. So I said it's the mask. That's what I was saying. I was right. I wasn't way off. You guys looking at me like
Yeah,
I'm
well,
losing my
it's
mind.
it's his mask.
Yeah, no, I get it. Yes.
Yeah. So these are the Quick Trails.
They're
So
on the
they have a
screen at the
little
moment.
pull string, so it tightens around your ankle a little
And
bit.
you were saying that you weren't really satisfied with them being secure
It
on your
doesn't
foot?
secure it. I thought the string would make it tighter. It's tight. I don't know if it's tight enough to run a Spartan race with.
Especially if your foot goes into mud,
We'll
you
see.
lose that shoe.
I mean, they're for trail
honestly, I
movements.
feel like listen.
They're for trail movements.
Listen, I feel like that if we're
I
gonna do a
maybe
Spartan
should have
racing,
gone one size down from my normal size, so it would have been a little bit tighter.
Well, again, you didn't know that the latch wasn't going to be tight. And
I mean,
obviously
it's
you
tight.
can't-
It's pretty tight. It's not bad,
okay.
but
Well, are you going to test it out by just running like when you do your normal warm up runs around the neighborhood, or
yeah, I'm probably just gonna end up using them as like if I go on like
a sprinter or something?
like a trail or something.
Okay.
Not even a run, but like, oh, we're going pumpkin picking. All right, I'll throw those bad boys on, or you know what I mean, like.
Yeah.
So.
Nicole's thinking of doing a 5K run instead of like a walk,
Do
which
it.
is really cool. Yeah, yeah. She's talking about, I think, doing it in September. So I was like, go for it.
Let's go.
Yeah, she's getting-
We know she knows people that like 5Ks.
she does.
I don't know anybody.
We could point you in
Not in this room.
directions.
We can.
Not in this room. Nope. No, I don't see who. What? I don't know what you're talking about.
Declan's got his first race the 30th of
What is
August.
it? The race to who can stand faster
100, whatever the 1-year-old distance is.
of next August.
No, this month.
So what do you guys
I don't know.
push him?
Sometimes you
Go.
It's like a diaper. It's like a diaper day.
But they
It's
crawl?
they crawl.
Oh,
They
they can
walk.
crawl.
They
Oh,
do
okay.
whatever
So
they
he's
do.
gonna need his little walker thing, and then he'll win. Trust
Are
me.
you allowed
He's
to
so
use
fast.
the walker thing?
I don't know.
He is so fast with that thing.
And then we run the 5. So that's a 5-miler the next day. The Belmar 5.
Oh, that's
But
cool.
it's not a 5K. It's the Belmar 5.
Yeah. No, it's 5
5
actual miles.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, because the 5K was 3.2 miles, something like that.
Yeah, a 5K. A 5K is 3.1.
3.1. Okay. Yep.
Yeah.
I was close, but I still got it wrong. Next time.
Cool.
Nothing wrong with that.
No, that's all right. I like it. So we'll see what the MCU ends up doing now.
Yeah.
We'll check it out.
Yeah.
Next level. I just want to see who they're going to put in the front, the front line against Robert Downey Jr. It's going to be interesting.
Well,
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're gonna be
they have
cat back.
Quite the selection of characters.
Yeah, they might. They could.
No. We all know it's gonna be Spider-Man. Like
They
just
could
the
bring
relationship
Cap
between.
back.
Just no.
Bring
No.
bring
They,
the
they,
only.
they probably will, but not in the way that we think. Is what I'm gonna say.
It'll be interesting if Thor is a factor here
Oh, of course he is.
because they're going to make again another movie with him in it. If he's
Oh,
gonna
I
do
wonder.
a
Yeah, I wonder if he's
cameo.
gonna make it to
Yeah.
the next Avengers movie.
That's
They'll
what I'm
kill-
saying. Like I don't know if they'll keep him long enough to
kill
make it
him
into
off.
him. Do it. It's whatever.
Kill them all off.
That's it. Wipe them all.
Do the Star Wars routine. It's Disney. We got to wipe out all the old heroes. If we're
Yeah,
gonna introduce new
anyone that
people.
you liked, done.
We
God.
can't introduce more characters unless we get rid of all the old ones.
That was the mistake that Ghostbusters fixed. They didn't do that.
Yeah.
They kept the old characters in
Yeah.
there.
I
Have you
still
seen
haven't
the new
watched
one?
Frozen Empire. What came to Netflix? I'm gonna watch it
I'm gonna
as
watch
soon as
it.
I get a chance.
Cool.
I haven't watched it
might
yet.
Be, that might be. This
I'm in
weekend
full on
then.
Olympics mode right now. So
Yeah, obviously, yeah.
that's all that's on my TV at all times.
I like it. We were watching the swimming. It was really intense. It's awesome.
Yeah, it's the only thing on my TV at all
Some nice
times.
world records broken. I like it.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
All right,
Shows athletes are getting stronger every time.
comfort mode, gentlemen.
Let's do it.
Comfort mode. Let's kick this
I
crap.
kind of
into
want to
it.
just splice out what I said earlier and just put it over here. Make sure you follow us on Instagram and on TikTok at Kickin and Crocs, KICKIN.in.Crocs.
CROCS.
The best.
Subscribe to us on YouTube to watch the video version of the podcast. Leave comments down below if you have any opinions on anything that we have said today. Like the video if you enjoyed it. And if you are listening on audio only, please make sure that you give us...
5 stars. 5 stars. 5 stars. You distracted me with your raw speed and delivery. It was excellent.
You said that fast.
5 stars. And again, listen to us, share us, like us. Thank you so much.
Yes, please like us.
Yeah.
We need the validation.
We love likes.
And
Until next
and we
time,
also
I've been
love-
Steve.
Always David. I love you from the bottom of my Crocs.
Still Nick, and yeah, he loves you with his Crocs. Go.
From the bottom of my Crocs.
He loves you with his Crocs. You stay kicking, Internet.
Laters.
Interesting people while styling while we run. It's kicking in Crocs. We're kicking in Crocs.